Durham Regional Police.
19441, thank you.
The call you just heard is just one example of many that people here at the Durham Regional Police get at their call center for 911 calls. So more than 1,500 calls go into the Durham Regional Police 911 call center here. But you know what? Not all of them are serious calls. They are interjected with a little bit of humor once in a while.
A guy who called 911 because he was in Ajax and he needed to get to Oshawa. So I was trying to drill down with him and work out what the emergency was because he called 911. And when I actually asked him the question, so do you have an emergency? He said, duh, I need to get to Oshawa.
It was November 2010. This female was calling us nonstop all night, just kind of saying random things. We get a lot of people that just call and say really random things that don't make sense to us. They make sense to them. Right. They don't make sense to us. And she had called already a few times that night. It was on a night shift. And I got her as well. And she was talking about a fire that was going on in Toronto. I explained to her to call Toronto if there was a fire there. She said something to do with Wellesley. I later found out the fire actually had occurred a couple of days before that. But she was calling and saying that you know, Durham wouldn't be able to handle emergencies. I mean, you'd really have to hear the call. She started to just play like random music for me. She would go offline and then start playing random music. Again, it's a lot funnier when you hear. We get a lot of people just calling in and just saying random things to us. And
despite that funny call, the communicators here at the call center want people to know that they take their job very seriously.
Do you require police, fire, ambulance? Hold the line, I'll put you through.
Now, call takers here get everything from X-rated stories to animal house calls.
And someone phoned up and said, oh, there's a tiger on the railway tracks. We're like, oh yeah, right, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, they go down there, and sure enough, they go down there. And it was,
been drinking.
Yeah, but it was Pam Devine. Pam Devine was in the cruiser. And the guy phoned up and he said, oh yeah, you just have to get out and open up the back of the cruiser door and the tiger will just climb in. And they're like, yeah, okay. Remember when they had up at the emu farm on Thixon Road? They had Thixon Road, they had all the emus, there's up on Hunter Farms up on Thixon Road in Whitby. Okay. They had a storm or something, the fences came down, and then all the emus escaped. Oh. And then there's the other one where they had the bison over at Highway 2 at the Bowmanville Mall. They had a buffalo there or something, part of I don't know if it was a travelling zoo, and it got out and it was going down Highway 2.
For the Toronto Sun, I'm Jenny Ewan.